Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here today. Today, we are arranging an internship report presentation program for our BBS students online. And as you all know, because of pandemic crisis, the regular activities are restricted. So, but we just can't stop our activities. We need to carry with our activities. So why? We have basically arranged, we have arranged this program online. So I am representing panel number 4 today, and we have 4 other judges with me in this panel, and I'm going to introduce our judges right now. So today we have Dr. Wasif bin Latif. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Today we also have Abdullah Muhammad Sharif. Today we have Muhammad Azim.
Thank you, sir.
And today we also have Shahnaz Kamal. All of the panel members are distinguished faculty members of World School of Business, Department of Business Administration. So in this panel, for your information, in this panel, 2 students will defend their presentation to defend their internship program, and they are Nazim Ahmed and Hasiba Fatima. So I would like to request Nazim Ahmed to present his presentation right now.
Thank you, sir. Right now, I'm presenting my presentation.
Before starting, I'm just interrupting a bit. Nazim, I would like to remind you one thing. You'll be given only 10 minutes to complete your presentation. After your presentation, our honorable judges will ask you questions. Please carry on.
Good morning, faculty. As I've completed my Bachelor's of Business Administration program, I finally had the opportunity to present on behalf of my report. And the honored panel member that is sitting in front of me right now, I believe you have the most important job on the earth, is to educate our young people. And I tip my cap at the cheek at the elegance at the class to all faculty members of World University of Bangladesh, and also my internship supervisor, who has done a wonderful job in arranging this session, even in this coronavirus crisis. With that said, I'd like to commence my presentation. I had the opportunity to work under the dynamic team of InPace Management Services Limited. InPace Management Services Limited is an event management agency which is situated in the heart of Dhaka in Bangladesh. For the objective of the study, there are 2 plain and simple objectives. First one is to study the digital marketing activities of InPace Management Services Limited. And the second one is to analyze the SWOT analysis of InPace Management Services Limited. Now, for the methodology, I have followed some necessary steps and measures. For example, I talked with the direct communication with the head of the employees, personal experience gained while I visit different desks, personal investigation with the employees, and also casual interview, which is not official, with clients to measure their level of perception. Now, during my short stay at InPace Management Services Limited, I managed to get some activities done. These activities are primarily focused on content creation, search engine marketing, in short SEM, digital marketing campaign, and working with the digital marketing team. Now, since this report is based on digital marketing activities, it is mandatory that digital marketing plays an imperative role during the whole internship period. Right now, I'd like to demonstrate the creative things that I have done while I was working. As you can see, this is not just a normal Facebook post. This is what we call content relation. It is when a brand merges its message with something that has been going on in the mainstream media, which could be fad, trend, mega trend, or anything. For example, this message was for the 26th of March for the Independence Day of Bangladesh. And my respected elder team members in InPace and also my team members, we came across with a message to show awareness among people while also celebrating the 26th of March. So we simply showed awareness through separating the letters from each other. So it portrays the message of social distancing. So that's how it's done. And I also managed to work for the digital marketing team for the City IT Fair 2020. City IT Fair 2020 is the biggest IT event in Dhaka. In fact, it's the biggest IT event in Bangladesh. It was going on from 2nd to 7th of March with some huge names under it like Asus, Vita, Dell, HP, and Lenovo. And I had my contribution mostly on the photo contest and also the quiz competition, which we implemented on the social media side of Thesis Computer City. This increased the audience engagement of them. And lastly, also I'd like to show you another example of content creation. As you can see, this is the theme of lockdown, COVID-19 lockdown, and with the Mayday. The message is pretty simple. If the workers or the laborers live, we will live and the country will survive. For the coronavirus crisis, the laborers are facing massive layoffs and salary cuts. So we have to come in front to save our laborers. Now, let's move to the constraints. I believe that perfection is highly overrated. What really contributes to growth and improvement is imperfection. Like any other organization, this organization is also blessed with some imperfection, or shall I say, some obstacles. The first one is the lack of new clients. As I have been working under Interface Management Services Limited, I managed to notice they have some big names under them. But that's the problem. The clients are the same, so there is less opportunity for new market. Second thing is finding talented employees and retaining talented employees. The employees have a tendency of leaving the organization. This is what I've found out after doing some unofficial research of mine. Lastly, the lack of coordination between line managers. This is what I've seen when there is a pressure situation or tough situation. Most of the managers have a conflict of interest. Now, according to Albert Einstein, intellectual growth shall commence at birth and should only cease at death. With that motivation, I got my inspiration to learn something from my internship period. What I have learned changed my perception. First thing that I've learned is adapting to coordination. In corporate sector, everything comes with a deadline, and coordination smooths the process, which means coordination saves time, and time is money. The second thing is being polite and humble. I've noticed that if you ask someone or if you ask for a thing in a polite demeanor, you get a good response and it does magic. And lastly, being proactive. Every task, every job, every activity, doesn't matter if it's a simple Excel data entry or operations or like creative work. I had to invent my own way. I had to be creative. I had an angle within everything. So this is the freedom that I was provided while I was working in there. Now, I'd like to quote from a best-selling author and also a blogger, Seth Godin. Marketing is not the stuff that you sell. Marketing is the stories that you tell. Now, for that sort of marketing and for that sort of presence, they need some improvements and also some facilitation. But facilitation, first thing, they need more computers. They need more internet facility. The second thing they need is the increasing of IT staff. There are a lot of employees, and it's pretty easy for one person to get preoccupied. So they need at least more than 2 employees. And lastly, I saw that most opportunities to students to do intern in their organization. I was amazed to see I was the first student from my university to do internship in their organization. And this is a dynamic organization. So I believe there should be a MOU between us and them. Now, lastly, I'd like to tell you that nowadays it is quite impossible to think of a fraction of a second without the intervene of computers or the intervene of internet. To match the time frame of IoT or the Internet of Things, digitalization of your entity, business, or anything has become more of a necessity than luxury. With that said, I'd like to end this presentation quoting from a famous American author, Isaac Asimov. I do not fear computers. I fear lack of them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Najim Ahmed. You have done well. Now I'd like to request our honorable judges to ask him questions if you have any. Let's start with Dr. Wasif bin Lopez. Dr. Wasif bin Lopez, sir, can you hear me?
I have a question to the Nizam. What is your thinking about the SWOT analysis for your organization?
Thank you, sir. It is a very good question. I'm honored. The SWOT analysis of In-Pace Management Services Limited, what I could have analyzed was, first of all, the strengths. The strengths are the company reputation. They are a reputed company. They established this company into 1997. So it has a huge client base. The second thing is their employees have a strong relationship with each other. The weakness I can say is that the extremely short time limit, because in like limited amount of time, we have to do like a lot of work. So sometimes it is not possible for our team to do the work properly. And the second thing is the market. There are a lot of competition in the market, and so there is a possibility of red ocean. And for the opportunity, they can really diversify and open to the new markets. And for the threats, like any other ad agency or any other event management company is basically a threat to them. So that is my answer, sir.
Thank you very much, Najim. Sir, do you have any other question?
No, I have enough questions.
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you, sir.
much. Now I'd like to
Most
request
welcome.
Abdullah Muhammad Sharif, sir. So if you have any question, you can ask him.
Okay, Nazim, this was a very good presentation. I don't have any question, but I have just one comment. Okay, your slides are very colorful. I love colors, but the words or the sentences or the what should I say? The layout of the slides could have been better. Okay, anyway, that's not a fault. But what I'm trying to say is, be more careful in choosing that design layout of the words and sentences. I mean, wherever you are putting the words or the sentences inside a slide or inside a picture, it is important. Okay, although the pictures, the colors, all were very good, but what I'm trying to say is be more little cautious about the font size, layout, and the word or the sentences, etc. Okay, anyway, very good.
Thank you very much, sir, for your feedback.
Nazim, that was a great suggestion. Again, I would like to request Muhammad Azim, sir.
Thank you, Ujjwal, sir. Najim Ahmed, it's a good presentation.
Thank
I have
you,
two
sir.
questions to you. The first question is, whenever you are designing a content for digital marketing, what type of issue need to be focused?
Thank you, sir, for your question. It is a very good question. Well, whenever we were designing a content message or content marketing message, the first thing, the message was to make it contemporary, because without making it contemporary, the people or the audience or the targeted audience won't even notice. And the second thing is to brainstorm ideas. We had to sit in front of computers looking for articles and messages, videos, etc., and brainstorming together also to find the ideas. And last thing is to make it relevant, because relevance is very important. Because if it's not relevant, then it might be a little bit cringy and people would have a negative perception about the brand. And another thing I'd like to mention is that people, if you do something in like slightly different manner, people can get a different perception about you, and people can like hate you very easily. So the thing is, you have to be more careful, more conscious, and more precise about your execution. Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's a good answer, but I can add something. whenever you are designing a content, you can add something like storytelling, where you can touch the emotions of the customers. Okay, my second question is, what are the scope of digital marketing?
Okay, thank you, sir. It's also a very good question. And the digital marketing is like still new to a lot of people. And the best thing about it, digital marketing can help a business grow. For example, I'd like to give you an example, as I've mentioned it in my internship report, that I mentioned about a Dhaka-based e-commerce agency, which is called Khas Food, and their joint marketing campaign with Hiki Social. Hiki Social is their marketing agency. So they managed to do marketing targeting a lookalike audience, and surprisingly, they have spectacular results. For example, their sales increased to 45%, and their return on advertisement increased to 42%. These are staggering numbers. After that, Facebook put their name in official success story of Facebook official page. So the scope of digital marketing is huge, and more people are getting in, and more people are improving and developing their business. For example, if you couldn't do like much offline, you can really do great in online, because there are so much talented people who are executing the plans. So that would be my answer, sir.
Thank you. Ujjwal sir, over to you.
Thank you very much, Nazim. Shanos Kamal,
Thank you,
sir.
Okay, Najim Ahmed, it's nice to see you after such a long time, right? And thanks
see you,
for
sir.
your lively presentation. I think all of us already enjoyed it. So I have
Thank you,
a
sir.
question for you. That is, as you have worked in the digital marketing, definitely you have done some of the tasks related to search engine marketing, right? So
Yes, sir.
most of us basically pretty much known about the search engine optimization. So my question is, how search engine optimization is not the same as search engine marketing?
That's an excellent question, sir, and really contemporary question. As I was doing search engine marketing, I was first familiar with this term. And first I knew about search engine optimization. So that's the buzzword that we've been hearing like more than like 8 to 7 years. So search engine optimization targets traffic from organic search engines. And search engine marketing targets both organic and paid search results. So search engine marketing is basically a bidding process. You have to purchase your position. And search engine optimization more focuses on organic reach.
That's helpful. Thank you. Over to you, Ujjwal sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Nazim.
Thank you, sir.
You have done well. And I am your direct supervisor of an internship report, so there is no specific question from me, as I already know what you have done. But I have a
Yes,
curiosity, as you have done internship program in a very good company. So you have done a lot of tasks of digital marketing, right?
Exactly, sir.
So according to you, which one is the most important thing to do while you were doing digital marketing?
The most important thing, okay, that's good question. It's pretty emotional. The best thing I can tell you about digital marketing is that it is welcoming newcomers. Like, I'm doing internship in that organization. I had no idea, like zero idea about digital marketing. But since the field is so vast, so there are like opportunities for you to discover in like segments of the digital marketing. For example, if you're not good at like search engine marketing, search engine optimization, you can work yourself on content creation or like copyright and etc. So the field is vast and it is always welcoming everyone. For example, I'm a business graduate, and it is also welcoming graphics designers and people from non-business background students. So that is the beauty of it.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to congratulate you again. Congratulations.
Thank
You have
you,
done it
sir.
well
It's an
today.
honor.
It was almost a flawless presentation. Though there are some important suggestions from Abdullah Muhammad Sharif, sir, very important one, I guess. So thank you very much, Nazim.
Thank you, sir.
Wish
It's
you
an
good luck.
honor. Thank you, sir.
Dear panel members, now we are going to our next participant today. We're going to take the viva of our next participant today, and she is Hasiba Fatima. She has done her internship on commercial activities of Siemens Bangladesh Limited, and basically she prefers today to attend the viva. And as you know, in this viva, based on we have some categories. Based on our categories, we'll ask her questions, and we'll mark her responses accordingly. Okay, fine. Now I'd like to request Hasiba Fatima. Hasiba Fatima, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, fine. Hasiba, you already know about the procedures, right?
Yes, sir.
You prefer to attend the viva. So in this session, our judges, our honorable judges, will ask you some questions, and you already have been given the categories of rubrics, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to start now, and good luck for you. And I'd like to start with Mohammad Azim, sir. Sir, over to you, please.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Okay, Hasiba Fatima, I think your report is on commercial activities of Siemens Bangladesh Limited. So based on your report, I have two questions. The first question is, what are the functions under logistic management?
What are the functions under logistic management? Sir, thank you for your question. Logistic alludes to the general procedure of overseeing how assets are obtained, warehoused, and shipped to their individual destination. There are many parties involved in providing this sort of services, such as first, an exporter contacts with a freight forwarder, such as SBL, to transport their cargo by air. Then the freight forwarder has to contact with an air forwarder, and finally the air forwarder has to contact with an airline to transport cargo. A freight forwarder such as DB Shankar, FedEx, UHL, then DHL.
Okay, carry on.
DHL, DB Shankar, and that's it, sir.
Thank you. My second question is, based on your experience or observation during the internship period, can you tell me how they can improve their commercial operations?
Sir, they can improve their operations by make some local employees over shipments so that time cover and timely handover can be easily happen. Then for the travel pursue, they need more active, and every time there an issue created about ticket, and because of rush they paid high for the ticket. So if they use some travel agency, so the cost can be minimized. Another thing is Siemens getting growth rapidly, but their manpower is less. So that based in every department, they needed more employees. Miscommunication in between SBL and Siemens Healthcare. As recently both became different organizations, but as dealing sister concern, so they need to make different files or process as to manage customer and seller. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Ujjwal sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Azim sir. Thank you very much, Hasiba Fatima. Now I'd like to request Dr. Wasi bin Latif sir. Sir.
Okay, Fatima, you are ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My first question is that what is the procedure for commercial activities in Siemens Bangladesh Limited?
Sir, commercial procedures of Siemens Bangladesh is responsible for economic and administrative exercises of the organization. Such activities involve billing, income assortment, procurement, expenditure management and control. And activities are letter of credit, logistic management process, providing quotation to the vendors, vendor selection, audit, and supply chain management, which is SCM. That's it, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Carry on, Ujjwal sir.
Thank you, Wasil and Latif sir. Shahnaz Kamal sir.
Haziba Fatima. So it's nice to see you after a long time, and it's good to see that you have got enthusiasm regarding your internship activities. Now, I have gone through to your report, and definitely what I perceive that, or what I have found out, that you have completed some of the tasks, right? So my question
Yes, sir.
is, information are needed to complete the tasks related to the air freight. What are the informations you are going to look for? Okay.
Sir, tasks that are related to air freight is commercial invoice number and date. We need air freight company first, such as DB Schenker, FedEx, UPS, DHL, receiving company, and product name and description and quantity, total price of product, bank name and addresses for payment, customer name and address. That's it, sir.
Thanks for the information. Over to you, Joe, sir.
Sir,
We are not hearing, Ujjwal sir.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
yes, sir, I can.
Thank you, Asiba. Thank you very much. So you are also under my supervision, and you have done it well, and I'd like to congratulate you for that. In your report, you also mentioned that lack of marketing department in Siemens Bangladesh. Okay, so why do you think this is a lacking? Why?
The marketing department plays a crucial role in any company. It communicates and reaches out to prospects, customers, investors, and to the community, creating a positive image about the company and its products. Siemens will benefit from a marketing department by conducting companies about their company values, promoting their product to prospective new clients, building better relationship with investors and the community. A lot of people still think that SBL is a mobile company, but there's so much more than that.
So have you faced any specific problem for that?
Sir, no, not really. They have already.
But
Yes,
this
sir.
is your observation, right?
Yes, sir. This is my observation.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Hasiba Fatima. And
Thank
I
you,
would like
sir.
to congratulate you again for your nice and, in fact, consistent presentation, speech also, and answers. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, our panel members, for being here with us today. And if you have any final speech, you can deliver. Dr. Wasifin Latif, sir. Dr. Wasifin Latif, sir, we are not hearing you. Can you please turn on your mic?
Thanks for your good viva voce, and thanks for your patience for being with us, and hope so soon very fast. Okay, thank you.
Mohammad Azim, sir.
Thank you, Ujjwal sir and the participants. I have a overall comment, that is by this presentation or defense viva, you are going to close your graduation, but I would like to remind you that learning is a continuous process. So all the time you can learn. You can learn from anywhere, from any place, from any time. Try to focus on skills attitude, as well as knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Azim sir. Shahnaz Kamal sir.
First of all, thanks for having me in this presentation. And secondly, after seeing this presentation and Viva, I'm quite sure that both of you are going to be a successful person in your own field. That's my belief, and I guess you will prove it in your near future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Finally, I would like to congratulate you, both of you, for your beautiful presentations and beautiful participations. And we all know that this is a very new platform for us to arranging such type of sessions online. But I believe and I hope we are successful to arrange this program. Our students have done well. And for our students, I'd like to tell you one thing. You have already completed your theoretical courses and almost at the last phase of your BBA program. And just I'd like to thank you on behalf of the university, on behalf of the faculties, that you have done the way you have improved yourself. And we are really lucky to have you all, and especially both of you. And I really wish you good luck for your future lives, and hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.